maaf. Assalamualaikum
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wabarakatuh.
Okay, good morning, students. How are you today?
Good morning, Miss. I'm good. Thank
Good.
you.
Good morning,
And
Miss. I'm good.
you?
Thank you for asking.
Thank you. That's very good. I'm good too. Thank you for asking. And who is absent today?
No one, Miss.
No one is absent. Okay, very good. Yeah, so everybody is present. Now, before we learn our lesson for today, I would like us to play a game together. The game is called Emotion Charade. So the game is that one of you will take turn to act out an emotion, and the next person will have to guess what is the emotion, and then they also need to act out the emotions, and then the next person will guess. So it's like a chart. You guys have to do it in turn together. Okay, any question?
No,
No.
Miss.
Okay, very good. Now let's start from Lina. Please act out an emotion, any emotion. Okay, the next person is Saarah.
Happy.
Is it correctly,
Yes, Miss,
Lina?
it's correct.
Okay, very good. Now, Saarah, please act out an emotion. Okay, now Siti, please guess what Saarah emotions.
Mm, angry.
Is it correct, Saarah? Okay, that's very good.
Yeah.
Now, Siti should act an emotion, and Lina would have to guess.
Okay.
Is it sad?
Yes.
Okay, very good. See, every one of you has already familiar with some types of emotions, and you can also say it and identify it in English. That's very good. Let's give applause to ourselves. Okay, now I'm going to share my screen. Okay, guys, can you see the screen?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, very good. Now let's take a look at this picture. Yeah. First, I want to ask you, where does the picture take place?
Tiring.
Yes.
Kiri.
And what happened is, look at the picture in Siring. What is happening in the Siring from the picture?
Selling
Selling
food.
foods.
Yes, selling foods on
Boat.
floating market. Okay.
Oh,
Now, who are the people in the picture?
I don't know, Miss.
You don't know? What about Siti? Do you know who are the people in this picture?
sellers.
Yes, they are sellers that sells things on floating markets, on their floating boats. Yeah, on boats. So it's a floating market. And take a look at their expressions. What kinds of emotions that the people in the picture expressed?
Yang paling depan itu happy, Miss.
Yes, very good. What about the one in the middle?
Confused.
Very good. That's right. She looks confused, while the woman in pink scarves looks happy. Okay. As you can see from the pictures, yeah, there are some people here, and it's actually people here. Of course, they have stories. For example, Siti said that they are sellers on floating market. That's very good. So that's the story that this picture have, and so today we are going to learn about stories. More importantly, about emotions that we can feel, that we can see, that we can identify in the story. Okay, next. Our learning objectives is to identify the main ideas, specific information, and implied detailed information of narrative text related to Banjaris culture in a set of multiple choice questions with 75% correct. So, the story that we are talking about earlier, based on the picture, we are going to learn it with the type of text, narrative text, yeah, with the narrative text, within the narrative text, it's included in narrative text. So we're going to identify the main ideas, specific information, implied detailed information, which also includes the emotions that we can feel or the emotions that the characters expressed in the story. Okay, now, are you ready, guys, to study?
Ready.
Okay.
Ready, Miss.
Very good. Now, before we really go into our lesson, our main activity, can any one of you remind the class about the agreements that we have already discussed in the previous meetings?
Yes, Miss.
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
Actively participating in the lesson and be respectful to anyone in the class.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Saarah, for reminding us about our class agreements. So we have to actively participate in our lesson, in our activity, and also when we are actively participating, when we are speaking in front of the class or to your friends or to your teacher, please be respectful. Okay, so today we're going to learn about narrative text. Let's take a look at the definition. Okay, and the purpose? To entertain, to inform, engage readers about presenting a compelling storyline. Here are the types of narrative text. In general, they can be divided into fables, myth, fairy tales, folklore, and there are actually many types of narrative text. And based on the genre, we can also divide them into adventure, mystery, thriller, personal narrative, fables, and many more. Next, we have the plot. Here, the plot, we have orientation, complication, resolution, and reorientation. And the plot is used to keep your reader engaged and interested. So your story should include these plot elements, also known as generic structures, to make your story more clear and understandable for your readers. Here are the key elements of the story. I have already sent these materials to our WhatsApp group, so you guys can learn it individually and review it more later. Here are the settings usually found in narrative text, and of course we have the characters. Yes, and point of view. There are first person, second person, and third person point of view. And here are the conflicts. Now, let's see here. Uh, here's a text. That is titled. Can you guys read the title?
Jukung Hias Adventure.
Okay, very good. Now I'm gonna give you some times to read the text. Yes, maybe a few minutes reading the text, and then we are going to discuss about the text together. Okay, understood? Any question?
Yes, Miss. Understood.
Okay, very good. Please read the text first. Okay, next. Okay, guys. Have you finished reading the text?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, then I want to ask some questions for you. What is the story of what is the story about?
It's about Tiara, Ari, and Siti that want to join the Jukung Hias Festival.
Okay, very good. And of course, in narrative text in stories, we have some problems or conflicts that we can find. And what are the problems or what is the problem in this story?
There was a hole in the boat, Miss.
Okay, very good. And that is the problem, yeah. They have a hole in the boat in the boat when they are trying to float the boat they made onto the river. And who are the characters in the story that you can find?
Ari, Siti, Tiara, and
Fisherman.
the
Oh,
yes, the
very
fisherman.
good. Thank you so much, Aline and Siti, for answering. There are Siti, Ari, Tiara, and the fisherman who helped Siti, Ari, and Tiara in fixing their boat. Okay, now, can you feel or can you identify, can you find any emotions that the characters feel in the story?
Excited, maybe? Is it count as an emotion?
Okay, and where in the text that you can see that they are excited?
The first paragraph or the second paragraph? Wait, Miss. The first paragraph. Yes, Miss. Excited. The three friends spent weeks preparing the four
Okay.
line.
Okay, very good. And then any other emotions?
Sad.
Yes.
Yes, Siti?
Sad, Miss.
Sad. Okay, very good. Sad. And how do you know that they are sad? And who is sad in the story?
Cities was sad, Miss, because she cried.
Oh, she cried because she found a hole in the boat. Okay, very good. And then any other emotions that you can find?
Happy.
Happy. Okay. How do you know they are happy, Saarah?
Because they win the competitions.
Okay, very good because they win the competition and successfully join the competition, even though they have a problem with their boats. And let's put yourself as one of the characters there. And if you are one of them and you experience something like that, you find a hole in the boat that you guys make yourself. And how would you feel and react?
I am going to panic, Miss, because I
Okay.
don't know how to fix a hole in a boat.
Okay. That's very good. You can identify your emotion, yeah. You're going to panic because you don't know how to fix the hole. Any other answer?
Angry means
What is it, Saarah? Can you repeat?
I will feel angry
Angry, and why are you angry?
because it will ruin something that I already do it.
Okay, very good. So it would ruin the boat that you make yourself, or it would ruin any projects that you do that you really put your efforts into. Okay, that's very good. And then you guys have already able to identify, you guys can empathize with the story and put yourself in the character's feet. And now, what message can you get from the story?
Don't give up.
Don't give up. Very good. Any other answers? Any other message that you find in the story?
Harus kerjasama, Miss.
Yes, harus kerjasama. We have to work together to achieve something greater. That's very good, Sarah. Okay. Now, before we move on to the next activity, we have discussed about narrative text and also this text about Jukung Hias adventure. Any questions about our materials for today?
No, Miss. It's
Yeah.
clear.
No,
No?
misunderstood.
Okay, very good. Now, since we don't have any questions about our materials for today, let's do a practice. Yeah, the practice session. And in this practice, I have already divided you into groups, which will have different questions, different types of questions. So please remember your groups and so that you don't answer the wrong types of questions or they're in the wrong groups or wrong text, okay? Okay, Lina is group B. Saarah is group A. Siti is group T. Okay, Lina B, Saarah A, Siti C. Okay, I have already sent the material or the set of questions into our WhatsApp group. So please check out and do the questions in 15 minutes. Okay?
Okay, Miss.
Okay, Miss.
Okay, guys. Have you finished doing the practice?
Yes, Miss.
Yes,
Finish.
Okay,
Miss.
any problem in answering the practice?
No,
Uh,
Miss.
No, very
So
good.
far, so
Since
good.
everyone has finished answering the questions, doing the practice, and there is no problem, let's discuss what you got, the text that you have read. Okay. So anyone wants to tell, what is the title or what is the story of the text about?
Me, Miss.
Okay, Lina, please.
So the title of the story is River Life, and the story is about Nada, a girl from Banjarmasin. So she realized she knows so little about her culture, and when her friend Lina from Jakarta plans to visit, she wants to learn more about the cultures from Banjarmasin.
Okay, so that is the problem, yeah. She realized that she doesn't know much about her own culture, so she wants to feel or experience more about her culture. Okay, and also, who are the characters that you can find in the story?
I found five characters. The first one Nada, and then Lina, and then Maina, and then Pak Rizal, and other locals. Means.
Okay, very good. Now, can you identify who is the main character of the story?
From the story, the main character is Nada, Miss.
Okay, very
Because
good.
the problem resolved around Nada.
Okay, thank you so much, Lina. Now, I would like to hear more opinions from Saarah or Siti. So the problem is that Nada wanted to know more about her culture because she realized that she doesn't know much about her culture. And when she realized that, what does she feel?
She felt embarrassed.
Ashamed and embarrassed. And how do you know that, Sarah? How do you know that she feels ashamed and embarrassed?
From the last sentence in the first paragraph,
Okay.
what culture she realized with shame that she didn't know much about her own home.
Okay, with shame. That is very good. So that is why Nada is feeling shameful and embarrassed about because she doesn't know much about her culture. Okay, that is very good. So you guys, based on this practice, you guys have learned about the narrative text and also how to identify the main information such as the main problems, main ideas, and also specific informations and also implied detailed informations that only you can feel. For example, the emotions that the characters feel. Very good. Let's give applause to ourselves. Okay, thank you so much. Now, any questions about our lesson so far?
No,
No,
Miss.
miss. Okay, so what have we learned?
We learn about narrative text, about identify emotion, and also about Banjaris culture.
Okay, very good. And next we are going to do evaluation because you guys have done a really good job in the practice. So now let's do evaluation together, yeah. I have sent you the Google form, yeah, on your group in our group WhatsApp chat. So you can please check it out and do the evaluation in 10 minutes. Okay, can you do that?
Yes,
Yes.
Miss.
Okay, so you guys can start now.
Okay, Miss.
Okay. Habis evaluation. Okay. Have you finished?
Yes,
Yes,
Miss.
Miss.
Yes, okay. Any problem with answering the evaluation?
No.
No, Miss. All good.
Okay, that is very good. Now, I want to ask you, let's do reflection together since we have done a really good job in doing our lesson for today, yeah? So, which part about narrative text and our topics or the stories that we learned today that are easy and hard for you?
The easy part is to identify the character, and the part that quite challenging is to identify their emotion, Miss.
Okay, Lina said that it is still quite challenging for her to identify emotions. And Lina or any body in this class, which emotions that are difficult for you to notice or to identify?
For me personally, the emotion uh, that didn't mentioned clearly in the text, so we have to summarize the whole situation. So we have to conclude which kind of emotion that the character feels. So that quite challenging because like it has multiple meaning or something.
Yes, that is very true, yeah. Because we are also learning about identifying implied detailed informations. So what Lina has said that because it is not stated clearly, it is implied. So it's very challenging for her to identify. Okay, now what do you want to learn more?
More story about Banjarnis, Miss.
Okay, very good, Siti. Are you interested in Banjaris culture as well, like Nada?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Saarah, how do you feel about today's lesson?
I think today is fun, Miss, especially from the games.
Okay, very good. Now, Sarah said that it is fun, yeah, for her to learn in learning narrative text today. So next, let's do something fun together. I'm going to send you the Padlet link. So the Padlet link, you have to fill the Padlet link with, you can add notes or you can draw there, draw anything in the Padlet link together with your friends. And please, you can draw what type of feelings or any emotions or anything that you want to say to your class, to your teacher, anyone, or you just want to express how you feel after learning the lesson. You can express them all by drawing or writing it down on the Padlet link. Okay, in the Padlet link, there are like some types of whiteboards that you can draw on. Okay, any question?
No,
No,
Miss.
Miss.
Okay,
Your
very
instruction
good.
is
So
clear.
let's fill in the Padlet link that I have sent together.
Okay, Miss.
Okay. Dah. Okay. I'm really happy. I'm very grateful for our lesson today because we have learned so much about the story, about narrative text, and also the characters' emotions that we can identify together. And for any of you that is still hard to identify emotions in characters, because it is implied mostly, you have to read more about narrative text, especially like Siti Nurhaliza said, narrative text or story about Banjaris culture. Okay, so please read more Banjaris culture story at home, yeah. Okay, we're going to
Okay.
Yes,
discuss it
Miss.
next meeting. Lastly, I would like to appreciate you guys. Let's give applause to ourselves for the last time. Okay. Thank you so much for joining our lesson for today. Let us close this lesson by saying Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Yeah. With that being said, I would say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Miss. See you.
See you.
See
Thank you so
you.
much, guys.